In this lesson, we're going to learn to count from 1 to 10 in Albanian. Repeat after the speaker.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6.
4, 5, 6,
7, 8.
7, 8,
9, 10.
9, 10.
Now repeat after the speaker.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Let's discover some sounds that we have here in the numbers from 1 to 10. First, we have the sound for 1, ny, ny. Notice the beginning of that sound, the first sound, ny, is a ny. That's the same sound that we have in English in the word onion, onion, ny, ny, ny. Same sound that we have in Albanian. Next, we have the word for 2, dy, dy. Notice the way that we pronounce that Y at the end there. We say U. How do you make that sound U that you also find in French? To do that, you put your mouth like you're going to say oo. So you say oo, but instead of saying oo, you say E. So you say oo, U, 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 du, du. Okay? So put your mouth like you're going to say oo, but you say E. And you get the sound for U, du. All right, let's go to the next sound. Here we have the word for 6, jasht. Notice the first sound there, j, jasht. So that sound j that we find in English in the word justice, here in Albanian we write that with a gj, jasht. Notice also that the final vowel that we find there, the is not pronounced in Albanian. So whenever you have an at the end of the word, you don't pronounce it in standard Albanian, so you just say jasht, jasht. Next, let's look at the word shtat. Shtat, notice again that you have that at the end, just in the word that we saw before, jasht, and you don't pronounce that final so you just say shtat and jasht. So you don't pronounce that final Finally, we have two words here that start with a D. We have the word for 2, du, and we have the word for 10, viet. Now, in one case, we write that with a D, and in the other case, we write that with a DH. What's the difference? Well, number 2, we say du. That D is the same sound that we have in the word in English, day, d, du. However, when we write DH, that's the sound that we have in English typically that we write with the TH, like they. So in this case, it would be viet. You have to bite your tongue, the. So number 2, du. But number 10 is going to be viet. You bite your tongue. Let's listen to these numbers again, paying attention to those special sounds that we have just studied.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, now let's practice saying the numbers from 1 to 10 without the words. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And now let's practice saying the numbers backwards from 10 to 1. Backwards from 10 to 1. Ready?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's repeat that exercise. Let's count from 1 to 10 again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And now let's count backwards from 10 to 1.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.